Here is my speaking outline. The energy situation of our day and age is a topic that we can all agree to be a crisis. Oil and coal and non-renewable resources are up against renewable resources such as water and wind. The question that we have to ask ourselves now is, what is the future of energy in our generation and future generations? Secretary General Antonio Guterres of the United Nations states that climate change is the defining crisis of our time and is happening even more quickly than we feared. But we are far from powerless in the face of this global threat. The solutions are abundant, but one of the main solutions that I've found is fracking. Fracking is a beneficial method of extracting natural gas, and furthermore, fracking benefits human health, lowers carbon emissions, and lowers energy water consumption. First of all, fracking benefits human health. Coal mines, oil rigs, and oil drills are some of the most dangerous places to work on this planet. Fracking offers a place of safer extraction for workers because fracking, apart from construction and repair, is completely void of human intervention. Fossil fuels like oil and coal are also far less accessible than natural gas is, which makes fracking even more safe for workers. Also, coal and oil have very dirty particulate matters, which fuels lung disease and cardiovascular disease. Natural gas does not have has less particulate matter, which makes it safer for the general population to breathe in when it is burned. Fracking would displace the burning of coal, which would therefore lower the amount, as the Yale Climate Connections explains that the new major supply of natural gas produced through fracking is displacing the burning of coal, which each year contributes to the early death of thousands of people. Just as the quote stated, limiting the burning of coal would help benefit human health. Fracking also lowers carbon emissions. People everywhere every day either burn or use things that burn coal, oil, and wood. Fracking, it produces natural gas, which is often considered a clean energy, like most renewable sources such as solar and water. Unfortunately, it isn't exactly clean, not 100%, because every type of combustion does have byproducts. But it is much more clean than coal and oil do when they burn. Seth Whitehead from the New Mexico Oil and Gas Association states that increased natural gas use made possible by fracking and resulting low prices is the primary reason the United States has reduced carbon emissions by 13% since 2008. The sole reason for this is that the chemical makeup of natural gas allows for this. Now, not only does natural gas improve human health and lowers carbon emissions, fracking also lowers energy-related water consumption. This is the most debated and controversial part of fracking, as there is evidence that supports the slight contamination of watershed water with fracking. But the most important issue involving fracking is the usage of water, because fracking injects high amounts of water into areas, porous rock to get natural gas. But Robert Jackson from the Woods Institute for the Environment explains to us that although the amount of water consumed is substantial, the volume is relatively small compared to agricultural and thermoelectric uses when examined over large areas. The fact that fracking uses less water than these large industries is very beneficial to energy. Now, with the watershed contamination, Robert Jackson also exclaims that in practice, this occurrence is unlikely because of the depths of most target shale and tight sand formations. So in summary, fracking benefits human health, lowers carbon emissions, and lowers energy-related water consumption. Now, these main topics help provide us a way to find a solution to the energy crisis that we live in today. Fracking checks most and all of the boxes that we need. Fracking is the energy of tomorrow, and as Janet Curie of Princeton puts it, This increase has abruptly lowered energy prices, strengthened energy security, and even lowered air pollution and carbon dioxide emissions by displacing coal in electricity generation. It's safe, cheap, and it's simple. We know it's a crisis, but what are we going to do about it? Thank you.